And now, the news from our London studios. MTA International brings you the world news.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to MTA News. Among the hundreds of mulaqats Huzoor grants each week, MTA International humbly report on some of the dignitaries visiting our beloved Khalifa, as well as some of Huzoor's other activities. This week, Huzoor met with the head of a Hindu monastery in India, but our main focus is on Huzoor's attendance at the UK Khuddam Ijtema 2019.
Huzoor arrived at UK Khuddam Ijtema 2019 on Sunday afternoon. Following the flag hoisting ceremony and a series of photos with office bearers and prize winners, Huzoor graciously presided over the final session. A number of lucky Khuddam were honoured to receive prizes from their beloved Khalifa before he delivered an inspirational address which encompassed the roles and responsibilities of Khuddam living in modern society. Taking up the beauty of Hazrat Mirza Masroor Ahmad's motto for the organisation, "A nation cannot be reformed without first reforming its youth," Huzoor also spoke of the dangers and vices spreading in the world today.
We can all see that we are living in an era in which mankind is not only moving away from religion, but is also hurtling away from a belief in the existence of God. In such circumstances, every Ahmadi must prove to the doubters and skeptics that God does exist and that He is a living God and that Islam is the final religion revealed by Him. Do not underestimate your role in this effort, or consider it to be the job of other people to convey this message. In today's world, in all directions, there are countless temptations and attractions that can easily take a person away from their faith and towards transgression. For example, indecent television programs and films are constantly being broadcast or streamed and serve to weaken the moral fabric of society. Similarly, the influence of social media is ever increasing, and many videos and posts are those which encourage or facilitate immorality. The same is true with many computer games that people play online, especially young children of the age of 12 to 15, or the other teenagers. Unquestionably, the harmful aspects of modern technology can easily take people away from God, away from the worship of Him, and over time weaken a person's faith in the existence of God Almighty.
Huzoor contrasted these vices with the noble example of the Holy Prophet ﷺ's companions.
For quite some time, I have been mentioning the blessed companions of the Holy Prophet ﷺ in my Friday sermons. They were the esteemed group of people for whom history bears witness that they not only pledged to give precedence to their faith over all worldly matters, but more importantly, they fulfilled that pledge in the most astonishing fashion. They spared no effort to discharge their oath and gave every possible sacrifice for the sake of their faith.
Huzoor concluded with prayers for Khuddam al-Ahmadiyya.
I pray that may Allah the Almighty instill in your hearts nobility, purity, and may you live your lives upholding the highest morals and spiritual standards. May you continually fulfill the rights of Allah the Almighty and of His creation at every juncture and juncture and moment of your lives. May the Almighty continue to bless Majlis Khuddam Ahmadiyya in all aspects. Ameen.
The session ended with slogans and a number of taraneh.
Those were highlights from the concluding session at the UK Khuddam Ijtema 2019. On Monday morning, Huzoor met with Goswami Sushil Maharaj, the head of Hindu Monastery in India, who travelled to Islamabad.
बहुत अरसे से मैं चाहता था मुलाकात करना, मुलाकात हुई और बड़ी अच्छी मुलाकात हुई। पूरी दुनिया में भाईचारे का पैगाम, हमारा काम ये है कि प्यार और मोहब्बत की बात करना, नफ़रत को दूर करना। तो आपकी जमात का काम तो इस पे बहुत आगे है, मगर मुझे ऐसा लगता था कि अभी बहुत सारे लोग नहीं जानते हैं कि मुस्लिम्स में और अहमदिया मुस्लिम में क्या फ़र्क है। तो मेरी बड़ी तमन्ना थी और मेरी बड़ी अच्छी मुलाकात हुई और उन्होंने जो पैगाम दिया है उससे हमें और ताकत मिली है, मुझे बहुत ताकत मिली है कि हम और ज़ोर से जाके इंडिया में और पाकिस्तान में और भी नज़दीक जो हमारे मुल्क हैं, सारे पड़ोसी देश हैं, उन सब के साथ भाईचारे की बात करेंगे। रिलीजन हमारा कोई भी हो, हम इंसान हैं, इंसानियत का पैगाम, इंसानों की मदद करना और एक साथ मिलकर रहना, ये जो आपकी है उसी बात को हम लेके चल रहे हैं। तो माशाल्लाह मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा है और मुलाकात बहुत अच्छी हुई है। आइंदा भी मैं जब आऊँगा कभी यहाँ लंदन में तो मैं ज़रूर मुलाकात करूँगा।
That was a mulaqat with the head of a Hindu monastery in India who travelled to Islamabad earlier this week. We now turn to our final segment, the Friday sermon.
Ijtema season continued as Huzoor delivered today's Friday sermon from the venue of the Ansar and Lajna UK Ijtemas 2019. Huzoor outlined his expectations from the Ansar.
कि वो सहाबा जिनमें अंसार भी थे और मुहाजिर भी थे, उन्होंने अपने जब इस्लाम कबूल किया तो अपने अंदर पाक तब्दीलियाँ पैदा की और अजीब नमूने दिखाए, ना सिर्फ कुर्बानियों के बल्कि तकवा के आला मयार के और इखलास व वफा के। आप में से अक्सर यहाँ जो इस वक्त मौजूद हैं वो जो अंसारुल्लाह की उम्र के हैं, वो अंसार भी हैं और मुहाजिर भी हैं। इस लिहाज से अपने जायज़े लेते रहें कि हमारे सामने जो नमूने पेश किए गए थे उन पर हम किस हद तक चलने वाले और अमल करने वाले हैं।
Later, the main portion of the sermon continued to focus on the companions at the Battle of Badr, while at the very end, Huzoor announced funerals in absentia.